Hey guys, welcome back. I'm a little late, I know. Again, first off, I want to start off by apologizing to you guys. I have been MIA. I honestly have been super busy with just work, life, things in general. No real excuse here. But I figured I would film my favorites for you guys, and I have two other videos that I'm going to be filming for you guys today. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Nightcap Overnight Perfector. This is what it looks like. I really love the Living Proof line. I love how it smells. It's really clean, fresh, lightweight, and you guys know, I don't have to tell you guys every single video, but my hair is very fine. So any product that does not weigh my hair down and actually does what it's supposed to do is a plus for me. It is amazing. It really does hydrate the skin, or not the skin, the hair, and it just really gives me a really nice, soft, shiny finish. It does not look heavy at all, as you guys can tell. Got a little volume going, and I have been using this after every wash. I will tell you guys that I wash my hair probably 3 times a week. Yeah, I love dry shampoo. I'm like a dry shampoo whore. Yeah, I am. So I really love that stuff. The other thing I want to talk about is the Naked Skin One and Done. This thing by Urban Decay. As you guys can see, I have been using it, and I use the shade medium. I love this stuff. I love this for days where I want some coverage, but I don't want a lot of coverage, or where I want to keep my makeup really easy. This stuff is amazing. I think it comes like 3 or 4 shades, which may be an issue for some people, but for me, let me tell y'all, this color right here is my jam. It's so good. Again, it just looks like natural skin. I'm not really a fan of the Naked Skin foundation, but this I love. So I would definitely recommend it for somebody who wants some coverage but still wants to look like it's natural. Let's be honest. Something else that I have been loving and I have been a huge fan of for the longest time is the MAC Prep and Prime Radiant, no, I lied, Bright Forecast thingamajiggy. This thing I have loved for a really long time. Bright Forecast is like a really beautiful, just neutral peach. For me, it's a great alternative to like a corrector and a concealer. Basically does both for me on days where I need a little bit more coverage, which, let's be honest, happens more often than not. I would definitely layer this. So I would use this just a little bit under my eye to really make everything look a little bit brighter. I also like to use this around my mouth. Sometimes, especially when I'm using a bolder color, I just kind of want to clean up around the outside of my mouth to really make everything look super clean and crisp. And I will go in and just kind of outline it and then blend it out with a brush. It's so easy to use and it's amazing. Okay, so fragrance that I'm actually really surprised. I haven't used up a fragrance in a while. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I used this up. And that's why I wanted to mention it. Like, there's literally nothing left. I keep squeezing out whatever I can out of this bottle. Like, there's just 1 pump left. But I already bought my replacement because I really love this. This is the My Philosophy Grateful. It's described as a watery floral. It's so good. It's very clean, fresh. I guess there's a hint of floral in it. I don't pick up the floral. I pick up more of the clean scent. I also like to be able to smell my perfume. I feel like if I can't smell it, it drives me nuts. And I can go a little crazy with the fragrance because I want to smell it. So this stuff is amazing. It smells so good. It smells really clean. Honestly, it's just perfection. And this is my year-round fragrance. Like, I use it winter, summer, fall, you name it. And I'm like, let me put some of this on. Sometimes in the morning, I'll go in and I'll use like some of my other perfumes. And I always have this, well, I've had this in here for a while, which is probably how I got through it so fast. And let me tell you guys, I will literally do 1 or 2 sprays of this just because I love how much it smells. I'm like, yeah, there it is. That's what I want to smell like. Every time that you know, I'm really close to someone, or for example, earlier today, I had a few kids come up to me and just kind of give me a hug, and they're like, "You always smell so good." And I'm like, "Thanks, I really try." I know it sounds crazy, but I love the way it smells. So definitely encourage you guys to check that out. I'm going to mention a sponge. I got this, I think, last month in gratis, and it's by Sephora. Now, I will tell you, I don't know if this comes in other colors. I've seen different shapes in different colors, but this one in particular, I've only ever seen it white. But I would definitely recommend this to you guys. You use it dry, you don't have to wet it. So there's probably a little foundation from earlier today. My nose tends to come off fast. I blow my nose a lot. So I will tell you guys that I was pleasantly surprised by this product. It really does blend your foundation in. It works like a beauty blender without absorbing so much of your product, and you don't have to use it wet. I didn't realize how much I liked this until it was time to clean my brushes, and I did recently. All of my brushes are clean right now. And I was like, oh crap, I forgot to clean my sponge, and I went back for it and I was like, what? I love this sponge. It's so good. And it's inexpensive in comparison to like the Beauty Blender. I think it's like $5 or $6 less. So definitely check that out. Definitely check that out. Another product that I have been loving for my hair is the Caviar CC Cream 10-in-1 Complete Correction Leave-In Hair Perfector. I will literally use both. This first and then this, and it does not weigh my hair down. It really just leaves my hair shiny, lightweight. It looks awesome when I style it. Today I have a little dry shampoo in it, so it doesn't look the same, but it's so good. It's, again, they're products that you can layer. You don't have to worry about them looking really like heavy in your hair or weighing your hair down. But they're just awesome, and I definitely encourage you guys to check them out. They're a little bit on the pricier side, but really worth the investment because you will see instant results. My Tasha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I hate to tell you guys that I really like this, but I do enjoy it a lot. On days where my skin looks really dull or maybe a little too matte, or feels dry, I will just take this and just do a few mists on my face. And it does a job. I don't know if you guys can see how much I've used, but I'm down to like here. I try not to use it as often because it is expensive, and I did buy these when we had an additional discount at Sephora, and I don't want to spend that much on a product. Okay, I'm gonna mention another hair product. I just gotta. I mean, Mama got her hair cut. It's definitely a lot shorter. I want more volume, which the cut itself gives me volume already. But the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo, this is $22 for a dry shampoo. And I love this stuff because it really does clean your hair. So where some other products just kind of like absorb the oil, this one will literally clean my hair. So I will put it in, comb it out, and I won't have to wash my hair again for like another 2 or 3 days. I can honestly probably use this and not have to wash my hair as long as I continue to use it, but I ain't that grimy, so I wouldn't do that. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Batiste, but I feel like this one is not as heavy, or it doesn't add as much texture to my hair. And why I love texture, I love this because it really does cleanse my hair and I don't have to wash it as often. It's awesome. Again, it's $22, but it's good. Okay, again, like last month, I didn't think I had a lot, but I have a lot. So we're gonna get through this kind of fast. The Fresh Exfoliant Pour Le Corps au Cacao. Basically it just means it's an exfoliator that smells like cocoa, like chocolate. Oh my god, it smells so good. So that's what it looks like. As you guys can see, I've used quite a bit. It makes me think of like when I'm making brownies or chocolate cake. It smells so good. Every time I was at Sephora, I would literally walk past it and I would smell it. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. Finally, one day I'm like, I'm gonna get it. I felt like I needed to splurge on something, and so I bought this, and it smells so freaking good. Oh, you know what? It kind of reminds me of pudding. Yeah, like when you make pudding. Regardless, if you like chocolate, this smells really good. It is a really nice exfoliator, and I will tell you guys that what I love is that when you exfoliate your skin, after you rinse it off, there's still an extra hydration on your skin. So even if you don't moisturize, your skin is hydrated. Clearly you want to moisturize. I have a really hard time with that. I suck at it. And that's where I noticed this. I'm like, I can skip a little bit of the hydration because my skin feels like it has a layer of something on it. It's so good. It smells really good. And every time I wear it, my husband's like, you just smell delicious. Not like that, but you get the gist, right? Okay, this is like a random product, but I got this in my Boombox, what is it called? I made a video on a box that I had received, and I got the Secret Outlast Extend Technology Completely Clean Deodorant. I have tried this before, and I'm a big fan of Dove. Yes, Dove. This stuff is trumping my Dove. I'm almost out of it, and I also wear a degree, but I'm also out of that. I've kind of gone through some things, and then I had this. I'm like, let me go back to this. It smells really good. It smells clean and fresh and a little bit florally, I guess, but it's not like an overbearing scent. But I will tell you guys that I've noticed that on days where I'm super active, this just kicks in right away and I don't smell. And I don't really sweat. So this stuff is amazing. I would definitely encourage you guys to check this out. I am going to probably take this little guy and put it in my work makeup bag for those days where I feel like I need a little bit of extra freshness. So it's awesome. Don't even want to finish this video. I've had a few drinks. Okay. Just to kind of quickly go through this, my Correz Concealer Corrector. This guy I have been really loving. Actually, I have a few concealers I've been loving. I kind of alternate between a few depending on how dry my under eyes are. This one hydrates, it goes on evenly, gives great coverage. I don't have to use a corrector with it because the color is a little bit more on the peachier side, so it's just literally call it a day. Another concealer that I want to mention is my Match Master in the shade 2.0. I just recently repurchased this. I went through it and I'm like, oh, I miss it. I'm okay, I have other things. I miss it. I kept going back and forth, and honestly, like, this is a really great concealer, and I think I love just how convenient it is. You just plop it under your eyes and then blend it out. It has great coverage. It does not look cakey or heavy under the eyes. And then I would recommend, if you have like super dark circles, to use a corrector. And the one that I have been loving lately is the Algenist Reveal corrector, and this is just in the shade Apricot. That's what it looks like. I will literally just take this and just right under my eyes, blend it out with my finger or a sponge or brush, and go in and with my concealer afterwards. It's so good. It's very lightweight, and again, mixing it with any concealer I have found, it doesn't crease. So I definitely encourage you guys to check that out. And then just a few more products. Okay, I'm gonna quickly mention two palettes. I don't have to say much about them because I've mentioned them before, but they're freaking awesome. The Becca Ombre Rouge Eye Palette. This is what it looks like. I love this palette. It's so beautiful. It's like the perfect tones for me. You can do anything from like a natural look to a smoky look to just something that's very soft and defined and feminine. These blend out beautifully. They're very easy to use, and I mean, it's just a great palette. You can take it anywhere, use it for any occasion. It's just amazing. The other palette I want to mention, I will say the same things about. This one is slightly bigger, less colors, but it is my freaking favorite. and it is the Dark Matter stack. I am waiting for the bronze. No, what is it called? Crap, I can't remember. The new one that they keep hyping up. Let me tell you guys, I'm dying for that, and I'm gonna get it. And that one is 5 colors. This one is 4. So you have your mirror, and then you have blurred. This guy, which I forget what it's called, always unseen. And then Enigma, one of my favorites. And then of course Dark Matter. And this guy I really haven't used. I feel like these 3 shades alone are fantabulous. These colors here, I live for these colors here. I feel like they're great blending colors for any shadow. And they also just make a really awesome look in general. But one of my favorite palettes. Then I have a blush by Sephora. This is Flirted Up. You guys have seen me use this a few times already. These blushes are very pigmented. You need a little bit. This color itself is just super like spring, summer. It just gives you the beautiful pinky peach finish. And they're awesome. Like, I would definitely encourage you guys to look at those blushes. And then I have 3 more items I'm going to share with you. I have 2 primers. The Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. This guy I love to use on my T-zone. Now that we're starting to get into warmer weather, I am a little bit more oilier in my T-zone. I tend to be a little bit drier in my outer part of my face. But this stuff is amazing. It really does keep your makeup in place. It sets really fast, which is super important to me. And then the other thing that I just recently bought was the Pores No More Pore Refiner by Dr. Brandt. I got the little mini one because I'm like, let me see if this works. I tend to have bigger pores like on the outside of my nose. And that's really where I use it for. Sometimes I'll like take it out into the outer parts of my cheeks, sometimes my chin. But really, like, this part here is where my pores tend to be larger. I am fortunate and I don't have large pores. But here, I can see you, boo. It's like a little swimming pool right here. So this stuff is awesome. Again, it controls oil, mattifies the skin, and I just keep that focused there. And I don't use it every day. I use it really on days where I can see those pores. Okay, I have a highlighter that I'm gonna mention. It's freaking awesome. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Iridescent Pink Pigment. I don't know if you guys can pick up what that looks like. I'm just gonna show you. So I've used this in a video recently, which I have to do the voiceover for. I have both, and they come with a highlighter, like a, oh my gosh, I'm going blind. I don't know if you guys can see that. A highlighter, like a glossy finish highlighter, and then the powder, and then the brush. I'm using the brush now. I have been using, more than anything, the powder, just because I feel like it's easier to use on a day basis. And I will tell you guys that every time I use the pink in particular, people are always like, what do you have on your skin? Because it's something that's very unique. You don't see too much of, and honestly, like, these are so beautiful and different. I don't know if you guys can pick up the pink. I hope you can. But they're so finely milled. They're so easy to blend. Honestly, they're beautiful. They're so lightweight and just, they're different. Even the gold one looks like gold on the skin. They're not subtle by any means. I really thought that when I applied them, I was expecting for like a really intense pop of color, or highlight, or just something that was like boom in your face. And I didn't get that at first. I was like, But as I played with them more, I'm like, yeah, it's a subtle like bam in your face, but it's in your face for sure. So I have been loving this one in particular. It's just, and honestly, this one I'm like, oh, I'll probably use as a blush topper when I saw it, which you could. But I love it as a highlight. I think it's so freaking pretty. So yeah, as I pile it on my face. Okay guys, that is all I have for you guys. oddly enough. I feel like it was a lot of products, but there were things I definitely wanted to make mention of because they have been really great products. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned because I have a few other ones that I will be filming. I know I owe you guys some, but let me know if there's anything that you guys enjoyed or if there's anything that you'd like me to try out, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.